I heard you was on some laggy monitors, and Max showed me the good ones. So look, I'm gonna keep it honest with you. I played on one monitor, and I was like, "Oh man, this game, oh Jesus Christ!" And then he was like, "Hey, I'm here," and I was like, "Oh, what's good, bro?" And then we went over there, and I was like, I hit the start button, and I felt I hit the start button, and I moved around the character selection screen. I was like, "Oh, it was that bad? People were recording in it?" Oh, nah. I was like, bro, this is a 3 out of 6. I was like 6 out of. I was like, bro, this empty as. No, everybody was on the back. Everybody was in the back. Yo, what's good, everybody? We are back, and you already know I'm about to tell you guys right now. Support your boy, okay? Support him. Alright, so today's video, we went ahead and tried Street Fighter 6, man. One of the games that I am looking forward to in 2023. And let me show you, man, I got a chance to try the game, and I am so excited just to be able to talk about how I feel about the game. If you guys want to, make sure you guys support your boy, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and let me know how you guys feel about this video. And are you guys excited for Street Fighter 6? I'm pretty excited, man. I am looking forward to this game. The showcase and just the artwork is so beautiful, man. So let's jump into the video right now before we start talking about how amazing the game is, and not even show some footage, right? Let's jump into it. So look, we're gonna talk about a few. We're just gonna go through like a lot of footage. Use Max video just to talk about a lot of things too, because got a chance to watch and play a lot of this, so it's really good. And I'm super excited for this game. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, I'm really super excited for this game. There's so many things about this game that I'm just like super excited for. You know, like a lot of like things that when you first see something, you're like, man, it feels so slow. It's like up close. Well, one thing I will say, it is pretty up close, and I think, and you could tell, like, I don't think it's gonna stay like that all the time. I think they're gonna, increase it just a little bit. But one thing I will say is, like, the maps don't feel as small as I thought they were gonna be. It's pretty average, it feels like, because companies nowadays has been making like the corners like super small, and it doesn't feel that way. Dude, let me tell you, I'm gonna keep it honest with you guys. This whole like bar right here, as you guys see, this has to be one of the most coolest designs in fighting games in a while. Does Street Fighter 6 feels more like Street Fighter 4 and 5? No. You know what this game feels like? This game feels like a little bit of like Third Strike and a little bit of Alpha 2. Or I guess like Alpha 3, I guess, right? Because of all the like cancels, but I would say it feels like those, like the Alpha series a little bit. But the reason why I say it's Third Strike is because the parry is important. But the parry is not important that I thought it was going to be. Like, you know how like in Third Strike, like parry everything, jump parry, all that other stuff. And another thing too is parrying on offense when you have the lead doesn't really benefit you as a player. But parrying on defense is more, I guess, of a thing, because it feels like Street Fighter Poker. You know what I mean? And the reason why I say Street Fighter Poker is because this bar is literally all of your options. So, even though you may have, like, say for example, you have one bar right here, right? You're still able to use that option. And then also you still have cards even when you're not having like the resources that your opponent have. But what's cool is you have the super bar that's like unique, right? So you have a super bar that's also unique to the character. And the thing is I learned that all of the supers are invuln. And I was wondering, I was like, why did they make all of the supers like invuln? Level 1, level 2, level 3, they all have invuln. What's the point, right? But it makes sense because think about it. In this game, there is a move. I forgot what is it called, but it's you use I think it's called like drive. It's drive. Is it a drive impact? There you go. So it's drive impact, and drive impact. It's a move that hits you, but if you're in the corner, it becomes like you get staggered, right? In the corner, yeah, it's like a guard crush, right? So if you don't have, let's say for example, you're exhausted, right, and you don't have anything, well, you have super, and super is like that secondary option, which is it's crazy. If you block a drive impact in the corner, chances are you're getting combo 9 times out of 10. Another thing to keep in mind too is the parry does not have crazy recovery. It's actually like very bad recovery. So sometimes even when you like parry, it don't feel like you could like do something, right? And I tried that. Max tried that against me when I was playing against him, and I was just like, oh, so it's not as crazy as I thought it would be, right? So what I like about it is they definitely are caring and paying attention to not make something like that super, super powerful, which is nice. But obviously it's still strong, right? It's still strong for regardless of what it is. But it's not as strong as I thought it was going to be, if that makes sense. Like, I thought it was going to be the whole deciding factor of the whole game, but it's not like that. Parry rewards is trash with its forced paration, sadly. To be honest with you, parry has use though, because parry increases your meter here. So I think, in my opinion, that's a plus. To be able to like recover, I would call this the stamina gauge, right? How the pace feel, the input delay on the buttons, do you find the range stubby? No. So let me explain to you about that too. So I'm gonna keep honest with you. I actually feel like normals are actually better in this game, and the reason why I say they're better is because, like, you know, they have a lot of normals that actually feel like it's just not like let me finish this ad. Like, the normals actually don't feel like you're just like fighting like up close all the time. I feel like range is very important, and they also have a lot of like target combos, or not target combos, but more of like unique moves that also are like solid poke. So I really like that. I personally really like that a lot. Buttons actually they feel more like the Alpha series buttons, you know, like those buttons are like ridiculous. Like, I actually got hit so many times by like buttons full screen. And the hurt boxes, by the way, the hurt boxes are super huge too. So it's not like there's no hurt boxes in a lot of buttons. And also another thing I like too is there's a lot of buttons that are very good that are not special cancelable, which I really like, because that kind of brings back the old traditional way of, like, you know, buttons having like purposes rather than everything being special cancelable to like blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? And I really like that about Street Fighter. So it feels like some normals have like great purposes and things like that, and it's very, very good. Feels very fluent, in my opinion. There's not a lot of things I hate about the game or dislike about the game. I wouldn't say hate is a strong word. I guess the only thing I can really say that I can dislike, it's really hard to say, because most of the things that I tried out was like really good. I guess the only thing, honestly, is the camera. I think the camera was just a little too close, in my opinion. I honestly think the camera was a little too close. Just a tad bit too close. That's my only gripe. Just a little, spread it out just a little bit, you know. Also, I want to say, I think damage off throws is a bit too much too. But I guess it makes sense why the damage off throws is a little bit good, because I guess, you know, depending on like how scenarios are, having throw is probably like your only option. But yeah, honestly, I just think the camera was a little bit too close. But it could be the monitor that I was using. Like, it could be like not as close that I think it is. But yeah, other than that, throw range is not really that big. How easy to punish throws? Definitely not as easy as it is in 5, if that makes sense. But throw range is definitely not as huge. I think drive impact is good. So basically, it's like a get off me move. It's like a scarier focus attack, to be honest with you. The scariest part is, like, you know, when you're near the corner and that comes out, and if you're not ready for it, if you're not looking for it, it's like really, really hard to see. I think for now, it's very fast. And the reason why I say for now it's very fast is because it's new, and like, we clearly haven't been playing the game like, you know, all the time. But at the speed right now, it's pretty fast. Also, when you're in stamina too, you take massive like chip. When you're in exhaust is like so much chip. It's crazy. And you could die from it too. Is it a good intro to Street Fighter? Yes, I think so. Because it's not super combo oriented. It's definitely more resource oriented. And I feel like a game being more resource based is easier to jump into. But, and another thing too, anything EX, especially like defensive, costs so much meter. So like, they really made it like defensive, like reversal dragon punch, that like makes you exhaust. Like, it's crazy. Nothing special about backdashes? Nah, not really, outside of like, it's good. I don't think backdashes are super invuln. Also, I think backdash are like counter hit state, if I'm not mistaken, because I think you get like a jab juggle. Like, they have like unique like cross Tekken juggles, where like if you hit them like counter hit from the air, you could like link to like a ground attack. And I think everybody kind of have that. Yeah, they're gonna. I truly believe that every character is gonna have like a unique mechanic. So the combo system is not like very important. It's more focused on like, you know, like Street Fighter 5 type of links. But when you start adding like the drive cancel, you could do like jab strong into like specials. Like, when you do this and you dash forward, you can actually link like Street Fighter 4. Like, you can actually just do like unique links. but you have to be in like in that form, like in the drive impact animation. The most interesting thing is punish counter and how it depletes the drive gauge in that system. It punishes whiff and unsafe stuff hard. Yes, you can't just do things. That's why I say it feels like poker. Like everything has a purpose, whether if it's offensive or defense, right? And you could tell by how they designed the game that they really paid attention to like how can we make a game that players that are veterans enjoy and new players get a chance to just play and enjoy fighting games. You know what they did? They created a modern system, they created a classic system, and they created a core mechanic of the game where it's exciting to watch and also it feels fun and rewarding to play and practice. So I really like it. I'm really super happy about the game. I think I'm gonna write it out and just say like my overall thoughts on Twitter probably. But dude, this is so good. So good. I cannot wait to play this game even more.